G'day cocktail lovers. This is a cocktail of my own creation that I call How Do You Like Them Apples, Herb? It actually popped up on my Facebook memories from, I think it was 4 years ago, so right at the start of COVID, before my alcoholism seriously set in. I looked at it and from the write-up I gave it on Facebook, I liked it. But I looked at it and went, yeah, I've got a bit more experience now. I can tweak that a little and make that a better drink. I'm going to have a quick taste to see if it is better than I remember. What I said in the original post was, it's a flavour explosion every mouthful, and it is. There are some really nice flavours here. Let's quickly go through. You might be able to guess by the name that it's apple based. It's apple brandy based. I'm actually using this French Calvados. This is barrel aged, which is reasonably unusual for Calvados. This has been aged 5 years in oak barrels, and it's really tasty. It brings a much richer flavour. And the herb part is I'm putting a bunch of herbal liqueurs in here. Starting with the old faithful Green Chartreuse, and one to really liven things up, there's some Fernet Branca in there. And this is an odd and unusual one I picked up just because it was a one-off. This is, but from Bittermans, who are best known for making bitters, this is an accidental cinnamon liqueur they put out. When I say accidental, apparently what happened is somebody put, I think it was somewhere between 10 and 100 times more cinnamon in a particular batch of something they were making they should have. And they went, oh no, disaster! And then they tasted it and went, no, actually I like that. It's a very strong cinnamon. Keeping up with the apple theme, I'm going to put just a bar spoon of my spiced apple brown sugar syrup. That's one of my favourite things I've made. The short version of how you make that is slice up an apple or several apples, cover them in twice their weight in brown sugar, let the apples work their magic and they will liquefy the sugar over about 12 hours or so. And then in a saucepan, I toasted some cooking spices like star anise, cinnamon, cloves, nutmeg, whatever you have, whatever you like essentially, and then added the apples and the syrup to that, a little bit of water so it would all mix in, and simmered it till it was nice and syrupy, and it tastes fantastic. So basically all those little elements are coming together to form this. I probably should have had an apple slice as a garnish to stay on theme, but I didn't prepare that, so orange peel it is. But here's how I made it. In a mixing glass, put 2 ounces or 60 mils of apple brandy. Then I'm adding 1/4 ounce or 7.5 mils of green chartreuse. Add to that 1/4 ounce, 7.5 mils of Fernet Branca. Then again, 1/4 ounce, 7.5 mils of cinnamon liqueur. And just to round things out, putting about a bar spoon or 5 mils of my brown sugar syrup. Add ice to the glass, stir that for 20 to 25 seconds to chill and dilute the drink. Now strain that into a rocks glass over a big chunk of ice, and lacking an apple, garnishing that with a strip of orange peel. All up, I guess this is the sort of flavours that people associate with winter. As I make this, it's late summer in Australia, and it'll be late winter going into spring in the northern hemisphere. So maybe it's a mid-season thing, you know, as things get cooler or things get warmer, this can kind of cross over. Actually, the apple stuff, that's like the autumn flavours in a lot of part of the world, so it probably suits my part of the world better, but it's a very tasty drink. I recommend you try it. How do you like them apples, Herb?